What if I told you that you don't need a big team anymore to accomplish your dreams? All you need is a good idea, consistency, free time, and AI. Yes, the AI gold rush is here to stay, as you might have heard, and if you don't take advantage of it, it will take advantage of you, so might as well just do it. This is the story of how I built my self-improvement app completely alone with no programming experience before, and only at 21. So let's get into it. So let me give you some quick background story before, so at least you know what I'm talking about. 2 years ago, when these Instagram influencers and gurus started popping out, I also thought myself, I also want to do some money online, but how to actually do it? I don't have any resources, any skills, nothing. I don't have the knowledge to do it. And then I started watching some courses on how to do dropshipping, SMMA, YouTube creation, and all of these business models that you might have heard. But nothing really felt this connecting and meaningful, because for dropshipping, I thought this is just selling some shitty products online that no one would buy. With SMMA, I tried for some time, but didn't find also meaning in this, because it's basically just running some ads for people and it's already too saturated. So if you're not some highly professional guy, or if you don't spend at least 10 hours of your day outreaching, then it's not gonna happen. I wanted something that, first of all, would bring me purpose. I would like doing it, and also it would be very beneficial. And also, as everyone else, I didn't want to work 10 plus hours a day. So I chose to do it the smart way. I had an idea a little bit, which was forming in my head, which was about a self-improvement mobile app, which will help the users to track their aura across their lives. And the aura formation happens in 4 categories: intellect, health, looks, and social. So the idea became like this: let me create an app which will literally track people's progress in their life and then measure it in aura, because it sounds cool, right? And that's how the idea got born. But then I thought to myself, how am I actually gonna accomplish this? I don't have any coding skills. I've never coded in my life, and I don't know anyone except my dad who can help me with this, because he's a programmer, but he has work to do, so he cannot just focus on my idea entirely, right? So that's how I first started learning. I thought it's gonna be good if I have at least some background experience, and I just went on Udemy, bought some course for like $10 and watched it. It was front-end React Native, which, for those of you who might know a little bit of programming, this is the programming language that creates the whole interface, visual interface that you see in the app. Anyways, I watched this course. It took me around like 2 weeks to finish it and to understand. Then I went through some other courses of JavaScript just to get a better understanding, but that was it. 1 month of learning experience just to have some background. And then I thought, okay, I'm still not gonna be able to do this app without any help, so what can I do now? And what I did is I found Cursor. By the way, Cursor is not sponsoring this yet, but I just wanted to give them a shout out. So Cursor allowed me to accomplish my dream. You can download it for free. It's completely for free. There is also a paid version, which is I think $20 a month or something, but it has integrated AI inside your Visual Studio Code basically, and it allows you to just create whatever you want, to type all the code for you, and it has access to your whole code base. And not even once, you can have 2 projects in one folder, front-end and back-end, which allows for the whole app to be structured, and AI has access to it all the time. So from that moment, what I did is I just set to Cursor my idea. I explained it in very big details. And in the beginning, the idea wasn't formed completely, of course. This always happens when you start with some new project. You don't have the idea completely formed in your head. It only gets more and more obvious when you pursue it, when you start working on it. And that's like this with everything. You just have to not get disencouraged to stop at some point. So let's just summarize a little bit, because it got a little bit messy. First of all, you need to have an idea that actually helps people and that people will find meaningful, because otherwise no one will use your product. Second of all, get some knowledge. As I said, with my course experience, I watched a course for around 1 month to at least have some basic understanding of the codes, but really basic, I mean it. Then, where most people get stuck at, because a lot of people have good ideas and they also do some research about it, but where 95% of the people stop is that they don't take action because they get too scared that their idea might not be good enough or that they don't know how to pursue it. But here is the thing. Now that we have AI and it's getting more and more powerful every day, guys, I cannot just stress how cool this thing is. It literally helped me build a whole self-improvement app on my own without any coding experience in about 6 months. And for these 6 months, I had days and weeks where I didn't even work. I worked only when I felt like it. This is the best part, because you decide when do you want to work, on what do you want to work, and how you want to do it. This thing is also your designer. It helps you with creativity, with everything. Then, after you have these 3 things, which I just mentioned, you need to explain the idea very good in details, highly detailed, to the AI which you're gonna use. Because AI works in a very interesting way. When you mention something to AI that you have some idea, it might take it to some completely different way from your original idea, which sometimes it's not bad, but at least in my experience it works way better when you're extremely detailed about what do you want to create, because then you can give bigger context to the AI, which is very beneficial, trust me. Then the last step after you have all of this is just you need to continue working on it for as much as it takes. In my case, it took around 6-7 months. By the way, the app is not completely ready yet. It's maybe 90% ready, which means that in the following 1 month, maybe a month and a half maximum, if we don't have any problems with Apple authentication and stuff, the app will be out in the App Store. I hope until August or something like this. So yes, guys, I think this is all you need in 2025 to accomplish your dream. If you have some idea, just use AI to create it. What I mean by this is just you are the person who has the idea and you can just explain it very detailed onto some AI, which I'm not saying only ChatGPT. As I said, in my case it was Cursor, but you don't need a big team of people as you did before, because these apps that you see like Instagram, Facebook, I'm pretty sure I can write an app like this with the experience I have. Maybe not as good, but I can write it in a couple of months only with AI now that I have very much experience. And it wouldn't require for me to have 10,000 people, also like 5,000 more developers, some graphic designers or whatever. The AI can create images, write code, help you with ideas, be creative, everything. Some people fear AI, some don't, but in my opinion, the best thing you can do, at least now, is to try to take advantage of it. If you have some idea, don't be too scared to pursue it. I promise you it's worth it. It's very easy nowadays to just accomplish what you have in your mind. So my advice to you is, if you have some idea like I had not 1 year ago even, 6 months, 7 months ago, don't be scared to try to do it. And don't be scared to follow a different path than the things you see online. No one is talking about this. I've never seen a person talking about creating a self-improvement app. Everyone is just focused on the other, let's say, useless business models that will bring you only money, if you're lucky also, in my opinion. So don't get fooled, focus on your journey, pursue your dreams, and see you in the next video.